There'll be some Joe Gibbs Racing folks that'll probably be there watching the countdown to the Daytona 500. Joe Gibbs Racing, that's coming up next right here on Speed. The final episode as the 500 gets underway tomorrow. Ray.
Well, Rick, at the top of the show, I told you about this particular truck that Todd Bodine is driving. It's chassis number 58, and what an incredible pedigree it has. And Todd has said this thing has been perfect all night. They do have a set of sticker tires down here in the pits. I just asked Mike Hillman Jr. if he's going to get them. He said, we just got to play it out and see how it goes here. But right now, as good as Todd's been and happy as he is with that truck, we plan on possibly staying out. Adam?
And speaking of tires, Ray, Stacy Compton will restart second to the outside of Todd Bodine when the green flag goes back in the air. They did not want to save that set of tires. They wanted to put them on. They came for 4 tires and fuel at lap 76. His tires a little fresher than the others. We'll see if that pays dividends for that Truck Series veteran over the course of the last 13 laps.
I hope the bump drafting's over with.
I hope it is too, and I hope Todd Bodine don't plan on coming to get tires. He doesn't, does he?
Surely not.
There's only 13 laps to go, Rick.
Green flag back in the air. Todd Bodine, Stacy Compton, Timothy Peters, Dennis Setzer, Johnny Benson, your top 5 as they go toward turn number 1.
And let's watch Matt Crafton. He's been telling us his plan all night long. We'll see how that works out.
Surely he's not going to wait any longer. He's getting pretty racy right now.
Thinks he has a truck that can move to the front. We haven't seen it yet, but he's been laying back, hoping to avoid any incidents that might take place in front of him. And up to this point, it's worked.
A couple Toyotas hooked up front. Todd Bodine, Timothy Peters, the Ford of Johnny Benson right now running third. There's Jay White, another Ford side by side for the 4th position with Stacy Compton. Look at Matt Crafton up into the top 10 for the first time.
Crafton staying on the bottom line. He's the yellow 88 truck.